Comedian Tom Papa going to join us closer to 3:20. Always love seeing him. He's doing the weekend at Hilarities on 4th Street. You go to pickwickandfrolic.com for the info on that. Is Mary doing Hilarities on Sunday? I feel like
I think she's there with Erica Rhodes on Sunday.
Okay.
And then I'm doing my show tonight, Sheffield Lake.
Yep.
Sheffield Village, whichever.
Quaker Steak and Lube.
Quaker Steak and Lube. LoraineCountyVeterans.com for that information. And then staying in Lorain County on Saturday, doing another show out there at Uniontown Provisions. Actually did an interview that's going to be out on Sunday in like the Lorain County paper and the Medina Gazette.
Hey, the Medina Gazette.
Big time.
So you're staying out there?
I mean, not staying out there, but like I'm doing shows out in Lorain County for the next 2 nights. Oh, just go home.
Be like a road game.
Yeah.
Stay over in Lorain County?
It's half an hour.
All right.
I'll go home.
Hey, Drunk Sue.
Hey, baby.
What's going on, Drunk Sue?
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I know you're going to be at Sprint tomorrow.
Are you coming out?
Well, would I not?
I don't know. I mean, you came out last time I was there.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I was
but you're not required to come out.
I know. Doesn't it seem like I have an obligation or something?
No, I'm going to be at the Belden Village Sprint in Canton tomorrow with the Salvation Army.
Exactly.
Yes.
But the question I have is, are you or are you not collecting toys?
Well, did you hear the commercial that I did?
No, honey.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, we're collecting new toys. That's right. And then we're giving away gift cards every 15 minutes.
Right on, dude. I'm trying to get my daughter to come over there, too.
Christina?
You talk to her, but yes.
All right, love to meet her.
Yep,
right.
That's what I told her.
Yeah, I like to pick her brain.
So
Life with Drunk Sue.
I make sure that I had it right. I didn't, and anybody else out there, dude, I'm giving you a shout out. These kids need toys, and they need, a lot of things. Come out and holler at you, right?
Are you going to bring a toy?
Of course I am.
Okay, I'm just asking questions. All right. I mean, you've got some and I've got some.
I'm going to bring a couple of them. One for a boy and one for a girl.
All right, good. All right, well, then I'll see you tomorrow, Sue.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. There's Drunk Sue. That's when I met Drunk Sue, is a year ago when I did the Sprint holiday thing out at Belden Village in Canton.
Did you post that picture of her on your Instagram? Because people are asking me what she looks like.
I don't think that I did.
I thought you put maybe
I tweeted it. I don't remember what I did.
Maybe it was on your
it may have been a story.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I did that.
You did post it, I remember.
Okay. This year, we'll take another photo and I'll post it. I will say this. Drunk Sue looks exactly the way you think she looks. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
It's not biased one way or the other.
She looked... Actually, she looked healthier than I thought she was going to look.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe she's changed a lot. Maybe she's... I don't know. Maybe she's gotten some cosmetic surgery. Maybe she's rocking lip plumpers or something. Does she sound like the lip plumping type?
Nah. But you never know.
Mm-hmm. Alan, check out Wedding Bell Blues by the Fifth Dimension for another one of those Bill-type songs. All right, I'll check it out. You have me on the video, yeah?
Yeah.
If you're watching the show at alancoxshow.com, I want to show you something. This is a week old. This happened in class last Friday, and this guy got a lot of negative attention for whatever reason. This teacher...
This is so cringy.
...thought that it would be a good idea in almost 2020, it's a white guy, to go in blackface. What? He's a huge, huge fan of Common. And you've seen those Common Microsoft commercials or what, opportunity, intelligence, those kinds of, he's kind of scatting around whatever product I don't know what it is. This is in the San Francisco area, by the way. So you'd think that this teacher, again, I simply do not know if you're awake, not in a coma, even glancing at the news, why anyone would think it's a good idea to do this. I simply do not understand.
Because even though his intent here is obviously not to, he's trying to honor Common, he's not trying to do anything offensive, but you can't do this.
But that's even worse. Listen, I'm not getting Nazi off this guy. Mm-hmm. He's a teacher. He's trying to be down with the kids.
He likes Common. He wanted to dress like Common.
Jesus Christ, this guy. Okay, anyway, if you're watching at alancoxshow.com, this is the video from in class last Friday.
The thing I have...
Opportunities.
Yeah.
the thing that the blackface doesn't offend me as much as his rapping. Anyway, go.
Well, that's another layer of. I'm like, boy, if anyone could make a case for blackface, it's that you better not. People shouldn't realize you're in blackface. Right? Mm-hmm. You should be so good at the whole thing that they go, oh, my God!
You got to do Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. You got to nail it that hard if you're going to do blackface.
That's right. So this is a school in the Bay Area. He's a teacher, and he's apologizing. Now, of course, he's just a huge fan of Common. And, of course, one of his students filmed him doing this.
Limitless, possibilities senseless. What will you do? Millions of people, not enough to eat. What will we do? With AI, Microsoft technology, the future is up to you. You can do it. With AI, the future will blow your mind.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the rapping's bad. And he also went really, really, really dark. Common's not that dark.
No, he went
Common's
really
light-skinned.
He went really dark, but he's got like a turtleneck on that just shows the contrast even more.
And who wants to be Common? No one wants to be Common.
And if you're gonna be Common, do one of his actual songs, not his
commercial from Microsoft. Listen, Common's a hometown boy. Love him, all right? He's not exactly walking around.
How much do you love him?
I would marry him, Bill.
Oh, yeah, you'd marry him?
I'd go in blackface and a turtleneck.
That just goes to show you that you could be awake but not woke. This dude clearly...
Trying to make that into a T-shirt?
Well, as much as he appreciates hip-hop culture, you clearly haven't been like really paying attention as to what is okay and not okay. How are you a teacher?
That's my thought. No wonder kids are pissed. These are their alleged authority figures. This is what you get when all you do all the time is slash education budgets. Every chance you get. Schools don't need money. We don't need to pay teachers. We'll just get whoever walks in off the street.
But
that's a great plan.
And I'm asking this to Cody. Will it ever be okay? Because I don't think the intent here is to be offensive.
No.
But it's never going to be okay for white people
it's never going to be okay.
to do blackface.
It's never going to be okay. For me, it would have been over a long time ago. It only takes one person to ruin it for everybody. And you guys had your decades of fun with blackface. There's no reason.
I didn't.
Your ancestors, your little... I'm not even gonna get into it because I'll get on my high horse again.
Hey, listen, I'm not sad about it.
By
I
the way,
don't need to wear blackface. I don't care.
And half of your family's ancestors, by the way.
But that's why I don't have a relationship with my dad, so I know this all too well. I'm just saying.
But you don't not have a relationship with your dad because he's white.
Yes, it is. I don't.
Because he's white is why you don't have a relationship with your dad?
His grandparents, or his parents, my grandparents on his side, forbid my mom to see him because...
But those are the grandparents. You don't have a relationship with your dad for other reasons.
No,
his parents don't control what he does.
His parents forbid him from seeing.
Yeah, and they said they would cut him out of the will. And so he obeyed them until they died, and now he wants a relationship. So, yeah, it was strained because of that. But you guys... white people, had your decades of fun. There's plenty of footage. There's no costume.
Yeah, I know. Decades of fun.
Yeah, there's no costume that you can't do where if you want to be Jay-Z or you want to be Kanye West, there's ways to do that without having to cover your face in black.
Well, and the problem is there are a lot of white people who don't realize that the whataboutism does not apply to that. I get texts every day from people when Poundcake says good afternoon, white people.
Yeah.
And they go, Alan, if I said black people, if he
doesn't go both ways.
What's the matter with honky? And I go, because no one with a brain is offended by honky or cracker. We don't care. So it's not
like when people are trying to make the Browns player that was like called, I think Dustin Fox, he called him a cracker, and it was like, oh, racial slur. I'm like, that is not a racial slur.
No, I didn't hear about that.
But I measure
the threat of killing someone was the bad part. No one's like,
oh, the football player.
The football player.
When
he's like, yeah, cracker, I'll come and kill you, whatever.
That's funny.
I measure
because he's going to lose his job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I just measure a racial slur by the years of oppression. Like if Like when Italians came over here, people used to call them wops or whatever. Like, the Jewish, everyone used to call them, and the Irish, stuff like that. That could be a racial slur. But if you white as white could be, and you didn't have anything like oppressing you growing up, or you had it made since you were born, I don't feel bad for you getting called a name.
Bill, I didn't have a maid. I mean, we were, I think, solidly middle class.
We only had one like one day a week.
I feel like I mean,
it's like not like a full on.
But this world was made for you guys. I don't want to hear it.
But that's part of being Mormon. You're required to have a maid, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really? Oh.
No.
Anyway, this teacher, David Carter, he's 48. He said that the class knew he was going to do this, which implies, I'm sure in his mind, if there was anything wrong, somebody would have said something, not realizing they wanted so much to film this that they were never going to get...
Let's wait it out.
They were never going to get you off the scent, bro. He said, I had no intention to come across as blackface. There are a lot...
Come across?
You know it's a bad way to, not come across as black. When you're wearing blackface, if you wear blackface, it comes across as blackface.
There are a lot of euphemisms for things. There's a lot of language and dog whistles that you can use for a lot of negative terms. Blackface could not be more literal. They didn't even come up with another word for it because everybody knew what you were talking about. So this guy's kind of like, I didn't mean to.
Now, did he lose his job or anything? Or?
I don't know if they've suspended him. He was stunned by the backlash, and this is what I'm talking about. Just the big. I mean,
that's when you're in a bubble.
What's the big deal,
But what
guys?
bubble? This guy. This is in San Francisco.
I know, but he is living in a bubble where he thought this was going to be okay. He thought everyone was going to be
what bubble?
Great job doing that comedy.
It's not like he's in Tuscaloosa,
right?
That's a bubble. He's in San Francisco.
No, but people create their own bubbles. You don't have to. You can be in a place like San Francisco and still. Just who you surround yourself with, what you consume, what you watch, all that stuff. You can be in a bubble still.
Also, please, can I just throw this out there real quick? Because I'm tired of people thinking this too. You can still be racist and like rap music or a rap artist. I don't know why.
Well, that's what I said the other day. I know plenty of guys who say they don't like black people. They were more than willing to date black girls, have sex with black girls.
But I knew racists in college that were corn-fed, but for some reason they loved Kid Cudi or Chief Keef or Wiz Khalifa, and they would throw the N-word around left and right. And I'm like, how? How are
Well, because liking the music gives you license to say the word in their mind.
I remember when
there was this high school coach in North Carolina got in a lot of trouble because he was on video calling his players the N-word. And he was like, they tell me to do it all the time. They say it's cool. And I was like, okay, well, that's a conversation that you've had with them. Still not a good look.
That's bait.
It is, especially when you're filming yourself doing it. It's like if they're in the room with you, if you're giving him a pep talk. Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. He was like, hey, white power. But then he's like, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, here's the teacher explaining.
I had no intention to come across as blackface, and that my actions were perceived that way and offended so many people. I'm truly sorry, and I apologize. This was an homage to a man that I deeply respect. Blackface is not an homage to
I just hate the way he's talking.
Yeah, his breathy talking.
This is my homage to Common. It'd be a great homage to Common? Buy all of the kids in your class the Common catalog. Buy all of his music for them and go, you guys got to listen to this. It's fantastic.
You can probably just get it on Spotify or iHeartRadio. Sure, it's all on there.
Person. It's a denigration of an entire race based upon false stereotypes and hate. And I have
So he knows all that, but he's stunned at the backlash? This is what I don't understand with people. I know people are complex individuals and you can have colliding thoughts in your own head at any given time, but if you're a teacher, you're an alleged authority figure in these schools, and you're like, I'm going in blackface tomorrow.
They expect the public to know their heart. I'm not a racist.
Well, he's not saying record. He's not saying that. I mean,
but that's what he's thinking. He's like, no one would ever think I'm a racist
that's why
because I teach black kids or whatever.
It's an homage. I love comedy, all that stuff. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
It's like a great man once said, I'm not a great man, a man. He said, you can be awake, but not woke.
I believe that was Cody Alan Poundcake Brown who said that.
That is.
Uh-huh.
Is it Cody Poundcake Allen Brown?
It's
or
Cody Allen Poundcake Brown.
Okay.
That's right. But he also said some other awful things too, Bill.
Hey, I molest children.
How dare
So you really have to take the rough with the smooth when you're dealing with him.
I expect you guys to know my heart. I expect you guys to look at my track record and know that I do not molest children. Trans people ruined everything. My heart.
You know my heart. That's what's in his heart.
My resume speaks for itself.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Shut up, Poundcake.
Will do.
Who's Poundcake?
No hate. My students are brilliant, and I miss them. And I need to get back to my class.
There you go. This guy is so woke. He did NOH and then the number 8 right on his face. You guys know what that means. So anyway, I don't know if they've suspended him. I mean, I think
Sounds like he was suspended, and it sounds he's also got like a real verbal fry going too.
I need to get back to my
somebody, I guess, it went viral, and Common's daughter showed it to him, and he's like, "What the?" He's like, "I'd like to go and teach this guy." You know, because Common's not I mean, you know, despite what they say on Fox News, Common is not a gangster rapper, right?
Right.
He's a thinking brother. I mean, he's out there
yeah.
and he's doing good things and trying to get people to, you know, maximize their
to me,
personality. Huh?
I don't like Common. He's whack.
I like Common.
I'm sure you do, just because he's from Chicago.
Well, no, I just remember when he was kind of doing more local things, and I just liked his vibe. I mean, listen, he's never been like
the number
anyone.
one.
Yeah, he's never been anyone's top 5. Nobody goes, "Oh my God."
That's what I'm saying. I've never heard him.
That's why this guy's so weird.
Come to town, and someone's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this Common concert." Said no one ever.
Did you hear the new Common banger drop today?
Dude, Common just dropped some knowledge on us. Bars! Shut
Bars!
I have never heard anybody say that ever. So I'm just surprised he's still a thing. How is he still making money? He has to do these commercials.
Because what's the matter with commercial? Because he's an intelligent guy. He's a thinker. So they go, let's put him in a computer commercial. You know, we're trying to get kids of color to get into coding. And they go, aside from the alliteration,
that's how you know.
Let's put Common in those commercials.
He's a whack rapper because this white teacher thought that he could do it. He's like, oh, I can rap like that, no problem.
Except he was just doing the commercial. Right. He wasn't doing a Common song.
Again, that's one of the things that I find most offensive about the whole thing is if you love Common that much, you're not doing the commercial. If I'm trying to do a tribute to somebody that I love, I'm not picking out one of their sponsorships. I'm not going like, man, I love LeBron because he loves Sprite.
Right. I was a mellow yellow man until I started paying attention to LeBron James. Here's a Common song.
iHeartRadio music.
They don't tell you when these things. I don't need all that.
The intro.
iHeartRadio.
Did y'all ever get those Air Commons? Boy, those shoes are fly. No one's ever gonna rock a Common
Air Commons.
Actually, they're commas.
Commas. I sold my Yeezys for some new Air Commons. So anyway, there is a difference, obviously, between a guy who's out there screaming, Jews will not replace us, and a dope like this.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe that a guy goes, Blackface is going to be my costume, gang. Let's do it.
He didn't mean it in hurtful or hateful
God.
way.
Did he not
but he's
consult?
just dumb.
Is he a married guy?
Well,
I don't know
the
if this
students
guy's
knew
married.
he was going to do this. He told the students he was going to dress up like Common.
Yeah.
They probably thought he's going to dress like Common.
I'm talking about an adult.
I don't know.
Because if I was a student, I'd be
This
like,
guy doesn't seem like
please.
he has a lot of friends.
I was going to say, he needs a wife, a girlfriend, a mom, someone. Because if I was a student, I for sure would tell my teacher, yes, please come in Common. Please dress in blackface.
Of course.
So I can record it, have my phone ready.
There'd be one kid going, and everybody else would go, shut up, shut up.
Exactly.
Trying to go viral.
Yeah, slapping his hand down.
For sure.
Don't you say anything. And he goes, I constantly go over the top to engage my students, and I went too far. So then, you know, they always fall back on like, well, I hope this can start a dialogue. It's like, bro, this dialogue has already happened. The dialogue is this a good idea? No, it's not. End of dialogue. Happened 200 years ago. The dialogue. I hope this can start a dialogue.
Oh, you mean white people who being racist towards black people? Yeah, I think we've heard of it.
I think it's more of a monologue at this point. So anywhere. All right, I'm gonna get online, find me some Air Commons.
I'm telling you, man.
Very excited about those. Hey, Tom Papa is, as the kids say, in the house. He's gonna be at Hilarities this weekend. He'll be in here after the break. 35192 if you want to text. AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.